Hi, this is Josh with step-by-step solutions to SAT quiz number 11 for these 5 practice questions. And you have 2 easy, 2 mid-level, and 1 challenge level question for the SAT. Question 1. If $1 United States is worth $1.30 in Canadian dollars, how many States dollars is 50 Canadian dollars? Well, when traveling, knowing how to convert your currency is very, very important. And for every $1, you should be able to exchange it for approximately $1.30, according to the writer here on that day. So if you have $50 Canadian and you're coming to the United States and you'd like to have the United States currency, what we do is we set up a proportion. So we'll set it up as 1 over x equals 1.3 over 50. Cross multiplying, we have 50 equals 1.3x, and dividing by 1.3, the value of 50 Canadian dollars is $38.46. The correct answer was C. Question 2. If 3 different numbers are selected, one from each of the sets shown below, what is the greatest sum that these 3 numbers could have? Well, these are 3 distinct sets, but if we want the greatest sum, let's go to the first set, and we'll pick 9, which is the largest number in the set. Looking at set B, which also has 9, well, we can't repeat numbers, so the second largest number is 7. So now we've chosen 9 and 7. Then going to set C, we cannot choose 9 because that's already been used, and we cannot choose 7. So we can choose the element 8 from that set. That combination forms the largest sum. 9 plus 7 plus 8 is 24, and the correct answer is A. Next question, if 3x squared equals 4y equals 12, what is the value of x squared y? Right, a little bit tricky use of the transitive property here. What we're going to do is we're going to solve for y first. So just looking at the, here, I'll turn on my pointer here. Just look at the 4y equals 12. Well, dividing by 4, we get the exact value of y for this relationship is 3. So when we go to the new expression, we'll place 3 for y. For the square, 3x squared also equals 12, right? Because of the transitive property. 3x squared equals 12. So dividing by 3, we get x squared is 4. Therefore, we can stop. We don't have to do the square root because then we'll have the principal square root 2 and also negative 2. However, if you look at the expression that we're going to work with, we're going to use the square and put the square down in place in the new expression. So the value of that square will be 4 times 3 is 12, and the correct answer is B. X squared y also equals 12. Question 4, in the figure below, the circles are tangent as shown, and the center of circle A is also the center of the largest circle. The radius of circle A is 2, the radius of circle B is 4, and the radius of circle C is 4. What is the circumference of the largest circle? Well, think of this as one of these cross-section problems from, I don't know, physics class, or even looking under a microscope when you see that circle that you're looking into when you're looking through a magnifying glass or a microscope lens. Well, we're lining up 3 elements that are inside our viewer, this large circle. So we need to figure out, well, what's the smallest viewer that we can have so that if these elements line up, 1, 2, 3, or they tangent to each other, that they'll perfectly fit along the diameter of our viewing window. Okay, so circle A is radius 2 is in the middle, and circle B has a radius 4, so it has a diameter of 8, and circle C has a radius of 4 and diameter of 8. Well, going across the diameter, again, since they're lined up perfectly packed in our viewing circle, we really want to know the distance from end to end, or the diameter for this problem. Okay, so they're packed perfectly, or they link up together like 3 elements, but then we zoom in our viewing window so that it fits end to end. Well, then you have to add the diameters, right? Because we're now crossing the viewing space. So it'll be 8 plus 4 plus 8. And the diameter of the large circle will be 20. Then calculating the circumference of this large circle, we can use the formula pi times d for the circumference. Now that we know that it's 20 pi, and the correct answer is D. See, last question is if 9x minus 2 times 9x plus 2 equals 11, what's the value of 27x squared? Tricky looking problem, but this is the conjugate pattern. So if you studied and prepared with the factor lessons here, you should recognize what to do. You can FOIL it out and you'll get the difference of two squares. Here we go. So since we have 9x minus 2 times 9x plus 2, here I did it geometrically up here in the upper right. 9x times x would be a rectangle of 81x squared. 9 times 2, 9x times 2 is 18x. 9x times negative 2, this cell would be negative 18x. 2 times negative 2, this cell would be negative 4. All right, let's pause for a second. Because it's a conjugate pattern, we can see here, just be careful when you add these together, that these two are additive inverses, so they cancel each other. That's always true with the conjugate pattern. We don't get a middle term. So now we have the first term, 81x squared minus 4, because these drop out. And we have 81x squared minus 4 equals 11. Okay, add 5 to both sides. 81x squared is 15. But the writer wanted to know not what 81 of these squares are, I wanted to know the value of 27. Thankfully, 27 is just a third, so if you divide both sides by 3 as a shortcut, you'll get 27 of these squares is equal to 5 units. The correct answer was 5. I hope this video was useful to you as you prepare for your upcoming SAT exam. Thank you for watching my video and good luck.